Happy Monday. Let's go through my last now next for what I'm reading the rest of fall. Cheers! For once in my life, I actually have a heavy stack of books. Like, my arm is actually hurting a little bit holding this. Got some ambitious goals for November and the rest of fall, and I've got some really fun books that I want to talk about that I just read. The next book I'm about to read is actually still downloading on my Kindle, so I'm going to set her aside for a second. But let's talk about the last couple of books I read in October. I don't know about you guys, but October was a really, really exciting and fun month for me. I'm shocked that I even got any reading done, but I got 2 books in, and the first was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This is a hit or miss. It popped off on TikTok last year. The cover is really cute. And I really do think that is a huge reason why people picked it up, is because it's just adorable. It's basically like a Hallmark movie or an episode of Gilmore Girls wrapped up into one little book. It was super easy to read, really cozy and super cute. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars because the writing wasn't the best, obviously. I'm not usually a grammar police or a huge stickler for writing levels or anything like that. When it comes to the point where it kind of distracts you from the story, that's when I start to lose a little bit of my interest and take a little bit of my stars away. For instance, in the beginning, literally only the first 20-ish pages, the author just used the same mundane phrase over and over again in her dialogue. And aside from that, though, I did think some of the dialogue was witty and cute, and that was really the big stickler for me. And the other thing that made me give this 3 stars was it had a lot of spicy scenes, but the spice was just, it felt very forced and it felt very cringy. And I'm also not normally one to be very cringed out by anything that I'm reading, but some of the spicy stuff was a little cringy. But brief intermission because the puppies were going a little crazy. But basically, if you like Gilmore Girls, if you like Luke and Lorelai's dynamic, you need a palate cleanser, something cute and easy, this is the perfect book for that. Next book from last month that I read is something I don't typically read, and it was a Stephen King book. This is Mr. Mercedes. It's actually part of a trilogy. Stephen King's characters from this book actually appears in one of his most recent books. I'll put the title up right here. Wow, this was my first Stephen King, like I said. I was blown away. I know Stephen King normally does horror. This is more of mystery suspense. So, really cool to read a mystery book from Stephen King's POV. The writing, of course, was amazing. Sucked me in every step of the way. Mr. Mercedes